Chapter 14 also presents 3 uses of the ablative case. And this makes sense. Now that you have the I stem, and it's critical that you have I stem nouns, because then where does the I stemness show up? In the ablative case. Now you're really ready to get going with the ablative case. And you're going to learn the ablative of means. And it's called means or instrument. Means or instrument. The ablative of manner. And the ablative of accompaniment. And the book separates them, putting these two together and leaving the ablative of means or instrument by itself for appropriate reasons, which we'll see in just a moment. Let's tackle the ablative of means. The ablative of means refers to the means or the instrument by which something happened. I hit the ball with the bat. With the bat tells me the means I used to hit the ball. I stirred the cake mix with a spoon. I wrote the book with a pencil. The pencil is the means by which I wrote. The book is the direct object. I wrote a letter to you. To you is the indirect object. Letter is the direct object. I wrote a letter to you by means of my pencil. There it is. I flew to Rome by a plane or by means of a plane. You could argue that would be on. But the point is, the means or instrument tells the means by which something happens. And we, in English, use means, we use the word by, for the most part. The Romans did not. They just put it in the ablative case. Ablative without preposition. And that lets you know that it was the means by which something happened. In the book, he wrote the letter with a pencil. I saw it with my own eyes. Id, it. Meis oculis. Weedy. I saw it by means of my own eyes. And so notice that meis oculis here. This is your ablative of means, no preposition. By his own labors. Oh, that's good. Suis laboribus. The urbem he saved. The conserwit, that's fine. By means of his own labors. This is your ablative of means here. No preposition. Now, on the one hand, it seems it really isn't more complicated than that. You just have to get used to doing that. And I have to tell you from my own experience, my own eyes, ablative of means is perhaps the most common use of the ablative in all of Latin. There's a ton others. There are a ton of other uses of the ablative. I would argue that ablative of means is the most common. Now, then we have the ablative of manner. And this one you already know. Ablative of manner tells the manner in which something was done. He did it courageously. He did it with swiftness. Or he graduated cum laude, with praise. Magna cum laude, with great praise. And yes, when there's a adjective modifying the noun, the cum goes in the middle. Summa cum laude, with the highest praise. So the manner in which something is done uses the ablative case with the preposition cum. And the final preposition in this chapter is the ablative of accompaniment. And this one, frankly, is just like it sounds. It is paired with the ablative of manner only in this chapter, not in any grammatical sense or any official sense. When I say that Wheelock in the book put these together, because it also takes the preposition cum, and in this case it means with. With friends. He arrived with friends. He arrived with he did it with them. He went to the store with them. It just means with friends. It's just in the company of. With friends, I guess I should finish saying. So, to sum it up, and I strongly, strongly, strongly suggest you start a list like this. You have your ablatives. Means, sometimes called instrument. No preposition. Manner. Preposition. Accompaniment. Preposition. That way, if you get stumped, and we're going to get a lot more ablatives, if you get stumped, you just have to remember to do your list. Wait a minute, okay, narrow this down. No preposition, I'm locked into means or instrument. Preposition, I have two choices, manner or accompaniment. Is this describing the way in which something is done? Oftentimes, not a rule, oftentimes that's some abstract form. He spoke with seriousness. I did it with praise. It's sort of an abstract thing that can oftentimes push you in the direction of manner. Notice I'm stopping shy of saying that's a rule. I'm just saying if you're trying to figure things out, go in that way. It's with people, or then that's probably going to be accompaniment. And so you have to learn to the forms and the names so that you can narrow down, because if you can identify it, you can translate it, is the overall thought. So, work with chapter 14. Let me know if you have questions.